Tess, we're down at your. How would you describe where we are Monday and what happens?
This is the Memory Cafe, so we meet every Monday between 1 and 3 to give information, support, but also for people to just make friends and meet other people on the same journey.
You deal with so many people. Is every person with dementia different?
Yeah, every person, and there's a lot of different types of dementia. People don't realise, people think it's Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is the most common form of dementia, but there's lots and lots of different types of dementia with different effects.
So for the uninitiated, you know what I mean. So what is the difference in Alzheimer's? What is Alzheimer's?
Alzheimer's is the disease that gives you dementia. Dementia is the symptom.
So when you have, for example, so people from here, and you said everybody's different. So for example, even though your afternoon hasn't really started yet, people are in, what are the different things people are doing?
I mean, every single there's some people here that are carers as well. It's not just people living with dementia. Sometimes the person caring for someone with dementia still needs to get out and talk and get some support.
What do you hope people get out of your afternoons?
Friendship, happiness, smile. There is information and support. People need information on benefits, things you're entitled to, medications, lots of different things. But ultimately, meeting someone that understands. Sometimes it's just a cuddle. Someone wants a hug.
And for example, this afternoon you've got music, haven't you? That goes down really well, doesn't it?
Music is really good for people with dementia. Music can still reach people with dementia when conversation can't, because it affects a different part of the brain.
So you could play music, could be from 1957 or 1968,
Sure,
or maybe even later, and it just triggers people.
When I really realised about the music and people with dementia, I worked in Ashlands actually, and there was a lady, all she used to say was no. She didn't mean no, but that's the only word she remembered. And I'd known her for quite a few months, and we'd always say to her, do you want a cup of anything? No, but she meant yes. Lovely, she's always happy. And one day I put on We'll Meet Again, and I was sitting on the floor holding her hands, and she looked up at me and she sang every single word. And apart from that, she did not talk whatsoever, but she sang every word.
Why do you do this?
I love it. It's so rewarding. And there's not enough support for people living with dementia. I think there's a lot more support for people with cancer, but with dementia, people don't talk about it as much.
Is it not everybody can come out, can they? A lot of people have always been private individuals.
Yeah.
So that's quite hard for them, isn't it?
Well, yeah, just because you've got dementia doesn't mean you're going to change it, but you're still the same person you always was. So if you didn't go out to groups, doesn't mean you're going to want to go out to groups. I also do one-to-one support for people that don't want to come out. So I go to people's houses and do activities and games and singing.
And they all recognise you?
Yeah. They might not know my name, but they know my face. I do have a gentleman that calls me Nan, which is absolutely fine. He's in his 80s and he always says, this is my Nan. And that's fine, because I know it's actually a compliment. He knows I'm someone that cares about him, but he doesn't remember my name. So that's fine.
Do you have sort of, I know you're not a politician, but funding and things like that, sometimes you get frustrated and bureaucracy and paperwork?
There is not enough support. You talk to some of the carers and it's heartbreaking what people have to go through, and even, like I said about the benefit system, you don't really get a lot for caring for someone with dementia, and they deserve so much. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it affects the whole family, dementia.
And it's hard for families, isn't it? Because you're first time callers, you're like, I haven't been here before, and do you do this?
The thing is, if you don't have any experience with dementia as well, if your loved one gets diagnosed with dementia, it's a massive thing, and if people don't understand it, which a lot of people don't, because people don't talk about it enough, it's devastating.
And then afterwards, I guess there's no, when a family member passes away, family members will go through mourning and think back, I should have done this, should have done that. There's a lot to it, isn't there?
You can only do what you know at the time, don't you? That's the thing. That's what I say to people. They feel guilty when they didn't realise that they'd tell their mum, oh, dad's died, and the person then constantly grieves. You've got to step into that person's reality. So if they think that their mum's at home, they've got to go home to their mum, you've got to reassure them, that's fine, your mum knows you're safe, we'll see you later. Don't ever say mum's died, because then the person will be very confused, grieve, and then you'll be going around in a circle of constant grieving.
Are you always learning?
Yeah, 100%, all the time, yeah. That's why I say everybody's different.
But this is a celebration. Not celebration. What's the right word? It's not a celebration of dementia, but it's.
This is the Memory Cafe. So I do give information and support. Today we have got entertainment. We've got the sing along, but a lot of this is getting information. and friendship. On the Fridays, Friends Forever Fridays, where you see the videos of us dancing, that's not about dementia, it's about people having a good time together.
Because isn't that a key thing? Is you can still have a good time, you know?
Yeah, you can live with the right support. You can live well with dementia.